is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government inaugurates technical working group ahead rollout of measles rubella. NAPTIP rescues 121 trafficked victims. On the foreign scene, United States announces imminent attack from Hamas on Gaza civilians after ceasefire agreement. And in sport, Super Eagles player Alex Iwobi breaks Nigerian Premier League appearances record. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board has inaugurated a technical working group to oversee the rollout of the measles rubella MR vaccine across the state. The event featured the third quarter review meeting on routine immunization for 2025, bringing together key stakeholders, health experts, and development partners. Permanent Secretary of the Board, Ibrahim Mustafa, described the move as a defining moment in Lagos' public health journey, saying the introduction of the MR vaccine is a bold step towards protecting children from the dual threats of measles and rubella diseases that continue to claim young lives globally. Mustafa noted that the newly inaugurated technical working group will coordinate planning, logistics, training, and communication to ensure a smooth and effective vaccine rollout. He also commended partners, including the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, WHO, UNICEF, and CHAI for their continued support. In her remarks, Director of Medical Services and Disease Control, Veronica Iwayemi, said the MR vaccine introduction is a major leap forward in Lagos' efforts to safeguard children, urging sustained collaboration and innovation among stakeholders. Lagos State Government has reiterated its commitment to inclusive collaboration, innovation, and community participation towards achieving sustainable food systems and a brighter future for all residents. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who made this known at the grand finale of the year 2025 World Food Day celebration. The governor, who was represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Bimbola Salu-Hunde, emphasized that achieving food security and building a resilient future require shared responsibility among government, the private sector, development partners, and citizens. He reaffirmed the state government's unwavering commitment to promoting better production, better nutrition, and better living in line with the global theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and Better Future. Sanwo-Olu noted that the state's commitment is evident in its continued investment in food production, infrastructure development, and market systems aimed at reducing high food prices and establishing a sustainable food reserve management system. The federal government has reiterated its commitment to youth empowerment through innovation, skills development, and entrepreneurship. Minister of Youth Development Ayodele Olawande made this known at an event where 17 promising startups received 1 million naira each under the Nigeria Youth Academy NIA initiative. Describing the NIA startup pitch as more than just a competition, Olawande said it showcases what young Nigerians can achieve when given the tools to turn creativity into lasting impact. He stated that the broader vision of the initiative, which includes jobs and academy, are all part of a growing ecosystem aimed at supporting youth from training to enterprise growth. The minister urged the beneficiaries to view this support as just the beginning, reminding them that with vision and determination, they can build solutions that transform entire communities. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, has rescued at least 121 people in a string of raids on hotels, apartments, and airports since February 2025. These include syndicates moving young Nigerians primarily to the Middle East. The tally includes operations in Abuja, Katsina, and Kano, which led to at least 19 arrests. During the raid, NAPTIP said it sealed a popular 3-star hotel in Kwale community in the Kwale Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Explaining the purpose of the increased rates, NAPTIP Director General Binta Bello said the operations are a continuation of the newly unveiled anti-human trafficking onslaught, targeting recruitment hubs, trafficking spots, and routes. The Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA) has temporarily halted the movement of trucks into the Lagos Port Complex as part of efforts to ease congestion and clear a growing backlog of cargo. In a notice to stakeholders, the NPA, through its technical partner, announced the suspension of truck movements from designated pre-gate areas into the Lagos Port Complex. According to the statement, the pre-gate areas will be reopened once terminals within the port have cleared enough space to accommodate more trucks, assuring stakeholders that it is working closely with relevant agencies to restore normal operations. The medical director of Our Friend Hospital and president of the Our Friend Health Foundation, Tosin Issa, has called for urgent national attention towards the welfare of Nigeria's aging population, warning that neglect of the elderly is fast eroding the country's cultural values and humanitarian essence. Issa made this call during the Elders Health Forum, a flagship outreach program of the foundation themed Our Elders Need Support Now at Ifako-Ijaye local government in conjunction with the Community Development Committee. According to him, the initiative, which began in 2016, was inspired by the United Nations Declaration of October 1 and 14 as Global Days to celebrate and care for the elderly, noting that the forum was born out of concern that Nigeria's once cherished culture of intergenerational care is fading away, leaving many senior citizens to fend for themselves. In his message to middle-aged Nigerians, the health expert advised younger people to plan proactively for retirement and old age, emphasizing financial preparation, health management, and social engagement.
So this is what we do every year, as give back to society and helping the old ones, as case may be, because we believe if no one is looking after them, who does? And you and I that talk today, we are younger. Who takes of us tomorrow? Except we allow our children to see what we are doing now. Otherwise, children will abandon our generation. Yes, economic factor makes most children now go abroad to go there and take care of all the people. So what that means, that should be a message to our government. The government should come into this particular sector and regulate it by instituting it officially. Having a minister of all people will not be too much.
Issa encouraged Nigerians abroad who care for the elderly in foreign countries to remember their parents and relatives at home, emphasizing that aging with dignity should be a collective responsibility. Also speaking, CDC Chairman Ifako-Ijaye local government Samuel Okbajobi commended the hospital's medical director for his consistency and commitment to improving community health over the years, urging community members to take responsibility for their health and to seek help early when sick, rather than resorting to self-medication or isolation.
This is the 9th edition. He has been helping community to the grassroots. But under 100, 120. But this time around, the CDC decided to join hands to collaborate with him. So we are now pushing it to 300 to 500 so that many people will benefit. Now, as they are inside now, we have Manle in Council, market women, we have a Muslim community, we have leaders of thought. There are many inside.
On their part, beneficiaries of the Elders Health Forum expressed deep appreciation for the free medical outreach, describing it as a life-changing experience.
it has just put a full stop to so many issues concerning my head by my attendance this morning. I appreciate it, and I give kudos to those who organize it and the brains behind it, because my coming here this morning, it is the medical table that have been made to know what I am going through in terms of the pains, inability to walk, inability to eat or sleep and so on, which means the just narrow part of it is that old age.
Doctor really try for taking care of elderly people like this. He really try. I've never seen such thing, somebody that God used for elderly people like this in my life. So he really tried without asking for any money from anybody.
The event, which featured health talks, games, medical checkup, and distribution of drugs, also provided an opportunity for community interaction. And now to foreign news, the United States said it has credible reports that Hamas is planning an imminent attack on civilians in Gaza, which it says would be a direct and grave violation of the ceasefire agreement. The U.S., in a statement by the State Department, said a planned attack against Palestinians would undermine the significant progress achieved through mediation efforts. It did not provide further details or how this would be a breach of the U.S. brokered ceasefire agreement with Israel. Meanwhile, Hamas rejected the U.S. statement as false. In our sport, Nigeria's Alex Iwobi has made history as the Nigerian with the most appearances in the Premier League after featuring in Fulham's 1-0 defeat to his former club Arsenal. Iwobi made his 299th appearance against the Gunners at the Craven Cottage. The versatile midfielder surpassed the record he previously shared with Newcastle United legend Shola Ameobi. The 29-year-old equaled Ameobi's record in Fulham's clash with Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium earlier this month. It took him 11 Premier League seasons to achieve the feat, and with 3 different clubs, Arsenal, Everton and Fulham. And that was our news at 10. Just before we go, do not drive without a valid driver's license. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that under this whole administration completed and inaugurated Teddy Mowo Link Bridge, Lagos Ogun boundary roads in Alimosho and Agbadoke Odo access roads? Can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. Down the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board has inaugurated a technical working group to oversee the rollout of the measles rubella MR vaccine across the state. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons has rescued at least 121 people in a string of raids on hotels, apartments and airports since February 2025. We also told you that the United States said it has credible reports that Hamas is planning an imminent attack on civilians in Gaza, which it says would be a direct and grave violation of the ceasefire agreement. And in sport, Nigeria's Alex Iwobi has made history as the Nigerian with the most appearances in the Premier League after featuring in Fulham's 1-0 defeat to his former club, Arsenal. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.